Have you ever found a celebrity's fashion choices to be so shocking? We'll look at some of Kristen Bell's most unsuitable attire today. Even though Kristen Bell is well known for her parts in popular TV series and films, she has made fashion blunders like everyone else. You won't want to miss some of her most stunning and unexpected appearances, so be sure to watch through to the very end. Because of her diverse range of acting abilities and endearing demeanor, Kristen Bell has consistently been a favorite. Whether she's playing the vivacious Anna in Frozen or the clever Liz Ramsey in Veronica Mars, Kristen never fails to win our hearts. On the other hand, she hasn't always dressed well. Kristen has tried a variety of looks, some of which didn't work out. Like many other celebs, let's examine a few instances where Kristen's attire might have been a little excessive for her typical personality. During a high-profile red carpet event a few years back, one of the most talked-about incidents happened. When Kristen came, she was dressed in a gorgeous garment that was extremely exposing and left little room for interpretation. Many fans and fashion experts thought the dress was a little too revealing for Kristen's usually modest style, even though it was unquestionably gorgeous and showed off her form. On social media, the ensemble generated a lot of discussion. While some people praised her confidence, others thought it was unusual for her. Kristen showed her willingness to take style chances by handling the conflicting responses with poise. Participating in a live chat show was another unforgettable experience. Kristen deviated from her typically sophisticated and modest style by opting for a vivid, neon-colored mini dress. Although the attire was striking, some thought it was overly ostentatious and masked her inherent attractiveness. But when Kristen boldly wore the bright color and humorous pattern, her cheerful disposition showed through. Even if it wasn't everyone's favorite, it was a dramatic change from her usual look and demonstrated her will to push herself. Kristen made the decision to wear a lavishly sequined, sleeveless cocktail dress to a friend's wedding. The amount of exposed detail on the dress surprised Kristen, even though sequins are often reserved for special events. The ensemble attracted a lot of attention and generated debates regarding its suitability for the scene. Kristen was criticized for being too upfront and praised for her beautiful appearance. Whatever people's thoughts, it was indisputable that Kristen could pull off such a stunning ensemble with grace. Kristen's decision to use a bohemian style for a music festival was one of her most contentious design choices. She was dressed in a crop top, fishnet stockings, and a fringed leather jacket. This style, which was considered extremely edgy and out of character for her, stood in sharp contrast to her typically immaculate image. Some admirers thought the clothing was too harsh and didn't fit Kristen's persona, while others liked seeing a different side of her. Kristen's daring personality was evident, demonstrating her ability to carry off any look she chooses, even if it doesn't work for everyone. Kristen wore a high-low dress to a charity event, which was classy but a little too skimpy for the formal setting. In contrast to her usually more modest attire, the dress had a short hemline and a plunging neckline. The dress drew attention to her toned body and long legs, but it also raised questions about whether it was suitable for a formal occasion. Kristen was commended for her bold decision, which demonstrated her ability to make a statement by fusing refinement with a touch of erotica. Kristen revealed that she once wore a bright, mismatched attire that was inadvertently eccentric in an interview with a well-known magazine. She paired opposing trousers that differed in color and style with a striking patterned blazer. Kristen learnt a valuable lesson from this ensemble, emphasizing the value of better clothing coordination. The look demonstrated Kristen's playful nature and willingness to try new things, even if they didn't always work out, despite the fact that many others thought it was improper. Kristen wore a stunning yet somewhat revealing strapless dress with an asymmetrical neckline for a movie premiere. Although the distinctive design was intended to highlight her individuality, several people thought it was excessive for the occasion. Fans' views about whether the ensemble was a fashion statement or a step too far started a conversation. Despite the differing views, Kristen's self-assurance in donning such a unique ensemble showed her dedication to using fashion to express herself. Kristen's informal gathering with friends, where she donned a sleeveless shirt, a heavy necklace, and a pair of severely worn trousers, was another remarkable ensemble. The distressed jeans were a bit too much for Kristen's usually tidy style, despite the fact that the outfit was contemporary and appropriate for a casual setting. Discussions over striking a balance between sophisticated and informal components, as well as Kristen's versatility in dressing for various settings, were spurred by the ensemble. Kristen also had an occasion when she wore a daring, somewhat out-of-the-memory vintage-inspired ensemble to a themed party. She stood out from the crowd with her enormous shoulders, platform shoes, and vintage mini-dress. Some thought the attire was overly ostentatious and out of keeping with the party's theme, while others enjoyed the nostalgic feel. Again, Kristen's daring wardrobe choices demonstrated her willingness to stand out and defy expectations. Kristen Bell has demonstrated that she is not limited to any certain style with all of these wardrobe selections. Her supporters view her as more relatable and admirable because of her openness to try new things, take chances, and occasionally make mistakes. Whether it is considered proper, every piece of clothing conveys something about Kristen's character, self-assurance, and desire for candid communication. Personal expression is the ultimate goal of fashion, and Kristen Bell has undoubtedly embraced it with style and a spirit of adventure. Even while some of her ensembles could have been a bit too much for particular situations, they demonstrate her adaptability and ability to handle the always shifting fashion industry. Even famous people have bad days, but as Kristen's fashion story shows, their self-assurance and willingness to try new things are what really make them stand out. What do you consider to be Kristen Bell's most unsuitable ensemble? Did you think she went too far, or did you admire her audacious decisions? Let us know in the comment section below. Remember to like and subscribe to this video for more intriguing celebrity stories and fashion critique. We appreciate you watching, and we hope to see you soon for more fascinating videos that track your favorite celebrities' fashion journeys.